Yes. You know when you hear that tune. Means your boy Case is already down here with another amazing episode at K-Sport. Welcome at K-Sport Podcast. If it's your first time here, you just run into one of the best, one of the finest podcasts in Athens and Greece, English podcast, giving you all the information, the news. He's talking about everything. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You can go through the earlier episodes just to get to know what we do here, what I do, what I come across with. It's a beautiful day. It's another amazing day. As I promised you from the other episode, I told you that it's going to be more frequent. So it was on Tuesday. It's going to be like 3 days in a week. It will be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So I'll be coming through, dropping a new episode every 3 days in a week. So what's going on today? How is the summer treating you? Days are good. I know everyone, it's not fair enough. It's not so well because of the current situation we're running anyway. But I'm hoping that everyone is just safe wherever you are. You know, you gotta play it safe with this corona thing, which is running all over the fucking globe. There's no way about it. But fair enough, we're still happy, we're still alive, and we have the summer. That's the best thing. In today's episode, I decided, because it's a summer, it's a summer, and I decided to do some research. And I found out it was really exciting. I found out this research was so exciting. That's why I was like, this is gonna be my episode. I have to share with my people, man. I have to do this. I gotta share with you. I found 7 facts that being by the sea is good for your health. Can you believe that? Look, I knew something about it, being at the sea. I knew that it's good, but I didn't, I didn't knowing really, really well until I got these facts down, man. I'm gonna share with you, and you let me know if you agree with this thing. But I'm pretty sure, because they're really, really, I think they're right, spot on. They're just really facts. So I got some facts here to check out for you, around 7. So I'll give you these ones just for you to know that, being that we're in the summer, you going to the sea, you are not wasting your time, but rather you also improving your health. We're gonna start with the basics. First of all, there are not so many seas, or in Europe is surrounded by seas, and mostly in America and some parts like in Africa, these continents are surrounded by oceans instead. So, but when you hear me considering, I'm referring to the sea, just because around here I use sea more than an ocean, but it's all the same thing. It's still the sea, and you're gonna be close to that. It's the water body, wherever you're gonna be, the benefits ain't gonna change. So the first thing you want to know is the blue color of the sea. If you get a chance to be in a place where the beach or the water body is having this blue color, it's proven that it and you're gonna see that it's not coincidence that the blue is one of the top colors that the interior designers and decorators use. The color of the deep sea has the ability to calm the human spirit and offer a sense of security. So there's some things that happen on this subconscious level, you don't realize how you get the peacefulness when you look at these colors. But that's the the power of that color. So once you go to the sea, and it's like you see this blue colored water, especially around the beaches and the islands. Like here, I'm speaking around here, but I mean, you go to the in the Phi Islands, in Thailand, those beaches are also like really, really blue, turquoise. That color is all the same thing. It's just brings like that calmness to your spirit. So number one, the color, the blue color of the sea. Number two, we have the waves. Oh my God, tell me about the waves. The sound of the sea is easier for the brain to process and create a soft focus. Like the noise of like the white waves crashing relaxes our brains and stimulates the production of the body's feel-good chemicals, including the serotonin, the dopamine, the oxytocin, the endorphins. They promote the positive feelings like pleasure, happiness, and even love. When I read about this one, I understood why every time I'm on the sea or whenever on the beach, I feel different. I feel in my feelings. Oh my God, that was just a side note, but I mean, it is what it is for sure. I'm pretty sure everybody gets the same feeling. When you're down there, you close your eyes and you just listen to these waves crashing. It's just really a relaxing feeling and moment. You agree with me on this? If those are some things. That's why actually most of there's some apparently there's some these meditation apps that have created like sound of waves where you can just listen to and just sleep and have these waves crashing in your in your earpods or whatever headsets you're listening to. It's recorded because it's a proven scientific thing. It relaxes your brains and it stimulates those chemicals in your body. Especially dopamine is a feel good thing. So it's a very common thing in our bodies. That was number two, right? Number three, there is the reconnection with Earth. Do you hear that? Reconnecting with the Earth. How is that? So, the sensory experience of the sand between your toes connects you to the Earth. Also, besides the natural exfoliation of your feet from the sand, as that's the old skin, beneath your feet. Once you walk through the sand, it does take. It's like one way the friction peels off the old skin, leaving you with the fresh new feet. you got a brand new feet after walking on the beach. So walking on the beach provides considerably more exercise than walking on a flatter surface. I absolutely agree with that. This is because your body is constantly counterbalancing like the uneven surface of the sand, effectively working your calves, thighs, the gluteal muscles, and all this happens even without you knowing it. And that's why you see most of like the athletes and like football training and stuff. Sometimes they take the trainings on the beach for that reason, because that the uneven surface of the sand gives you that that strength. You use extra strength to run through the sand than you use on a flat surface, because once you put your feet in the sand, it's going to dig in, so you have to lift it. You lift it out, and then you have to use another one again, and it digs. So it's a continual process that is pretty, energy consuming. So that's why it's a good thing for a workout. That was number 3. So number 4, the sunlight. Oh God, the sun, feel me, the sun. So we said that there is vitamin D, also known as the vitamin of the sun, improves positive psychological well-being and can also help to regulate moods. I will say that again. It improves positive psychological well-being and also helps to regulate moods. Studies have shown that low levels of vitamin D were linked to high levels of depression and anxiety. Oh my God. So the next thing I'm going to go to the beach and get me some vitamin D. You get 2 vitamins. You get the vitamin D and then you get vitamin C. C as in CEA. So you get both of those. And by the way, that is really thing. That's a good thing. Vitamin D is mainly even if you can go to the beach, but that is one of the most important vitamins we tend to miss because mostly it's in the morning sun. This early morning sun that comes up, the warmth. You need to get sometimes to do that sunbathing and get yourself some vitamin D for free. You ain't gonna pay no pharmacy charges to get those pills of adding up your vitamin D. Just wake up early, catch the sunrise, sit in there for half an hour to an hour, just taking all that for free. Mother Nature's just providing. That's a good thing about nature, man. It has everything. It provides for us. God prepared everything in a way we want it. So that is the sunlight itself. You get that? Now imagine if you can have vitamin D in the morning and have that next to the beach, listening to the waves crashing and having this silent moment. After that moment, you're gonna get off when you're just so new and fresh. Trust me on this. The next one is the power of the water. Water is one of the most important symbols of humanity, and it is associated with the unconscious. Being in a relaxed and meditative state is linked to lower stress levels, improved mental clarity, relief from mild anxiety, and improved mood. That's what water has. Powerful. If you I'm not so good with how is it called, the zodiacs and all that kind of stuff, but I've read somewhere there's some components which they link to. So some zodiac signs, they have the elements as water, sun, moon, and stars, and all that kind of stuff. There's some. I think this is somehow connected to that as well. When they say that it's a powerful thing, so there's some connection to that. But water itself, I believe it's one thing which is very, we need it. That's why they coined this statement where they say water is life. It's what it is. And even the human body, if you can check it, it's just 95%. I don't know even. I'm not sure about the percent, but it's around there. It's 95% of the human body, or 75%. It's water, man. So water is life. We need it. So that's the point. Power of water, man. Then we come to the physical health benefits. Like swimming in the sea gives you a full body workout. Being that I'm a workout addict, I work out. I like fitness. This just stamps it on and seals it, because swimming in the sea gives you a full body workout and improves your circulation. The studies have shown that vitamins, minerals, and amino acids in seawater produce antibiotics, antibacterial effects that promote immunity. Furthermore, swimming in warm seawater activates the body's healing mechanism to fight conditions such as asthma, arthritis, bronchitis, and inflammatory diseases, as well as common aches and pains. This is true. I've tasted this. When you have a cold, like you have like these a blocked nose or stuff like that, a stuffed nose, they call it a stuffed nose, like you suffering from a cold, a mild one, which is like in early stages, and you go in a sea to take a swim, it really helps, and you come out of the sea when you're feeling well, extremely well. There was a treatment which was told to me by one of my friends, that you snort the seawater, like you sniff it, snort it, I think is the right word to use. So once you take it through your nostrils, it unlocks your passages, like your wind passages and all that kind of stuff. It's like a medicine itself. Seawater is a medicine itself. So, and on this point, which is like the physical health, fitness, like because you are using all your muscles to glide through the water, that's why it's good for a physical, you get these physical benefits. Once you go in, the upper body is worked out well, your shoulders are worked out well, because you're flapping your legs, your quads, your all the leg muscles are working. It's a full body workout, because of the too much resistance that you get from gliding through the water like that. That's what brings it. And lastly, breathing. I was just trying to talk about this, and it's the same thing actually. That brings it to the last point. Those who suffer from like asthma, severe cough, phlegm, and other respiratory problems should go to the beach and breathe the breeze. I like this term. Breathe the breeze. The salt water helps eliminate toxins and other ailments that attack lungs. So there you have it. Those are 7 benefits, facts. Those are proven facts. Some of them, like, they've happened. We knew them. You could feel about that. Now, digging a little bit, doing a little bit of research proves some of the things. Like that one. I think you can agree with me. If you have anything you think you can add on that one, just comment it somewhere, drop it somewhere. And by the way, I opened up the Facebook page from there, so we can have our chats there. I'll be dropping there, showing you the updates of maybe what am I going to be talking about. You can do some suggestions. What do you think? What do you want to hear from me? So what do you want me to talk about from there? Also drop your comments you'll be commenting about the episodes like whatever putting up. So you can drop any comment. It's Kesport Podcast. You just look it up. You're gonna just join the group, so we can have a good time there. We'll be sharing, and you'll be having updates. Share with your friends. Download all this from all the points where you from your platforms where you listen to your podcast from. So that's what I planned for today to share with you. The health benefits of you being around the sea. So that was the main thing for this episode. But still, as I told you, it's my obligation. It's my obligation to keep you updated of what's happening here on the ground. For you, my friends who are not in Greece or in Europe, who are planning to come, or who are just interested in knowing what's going on I'll give you some highlights for this week. For as of today, some of the highlights that's going having around. Um, there is some kind of you must have read around the news. There's some kind of tensions between the two neighbors in the East Mediterranean. We are between Greece and Turkey, which is not something that you should be. I don't like this. Um, 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 I wouldn't like these kind of situations, like tensions. That's my opinion, but there's some kind of escalation that's going on, resulting into, you know, there's a small area in the Mediterranean, causing all this terrible, trouble. Um, it separates um, Greek, Turkish, and Cypriot, exclusive economic zones. Or normally they call it the EE zone. I don't know if you've heard about this. So the EE zone, the economic exclusive zone of any country, determines the area where the country has the exclusive right to whatever resources are found there. Within that small area, the economic exclusive zone, like it's that it belongs to that country. So whatever the resources are within that area belongs to that country. You know what I mean? Now, there is, this does not change, the status of the area though. Like as international waters, through which ships from other, countries can sail. Because this should not be confused with the territorial waters, because territorial waters are up to 12 miles from any landmass, and are considered to be the sea borders. I don't know if these things make sense to you. I was reading about all this stuff, trying to see, to get to the. I'm not getting to the bottom of it, but to have a good picture of where all this starts from. But you can't understand where it starts from before you understand the concepts involved into the whole situation. So that's why I'm trying to break it down a little bit, just to make it a bit easy for understanding. So the tension right now comes from that apparently Turkey, which is the neighboring to Greece, attempted to conduct a search for underwater resources in the EE zone, the exclusive economic zone, which doesn't belong to it, which means that it belongs to Greece and Cyprus. And this violates the international maritime law, and an attempt to provoke Greece in a military response, which could lead to what is usually, referred to as a hard incident. You know what happens when things get like into military. So because like today, I think one of the there's some crashing with military ships. Now the area is guarded. You have the Greek warships and supported by the French. The French also sprinting. So it's kind of a situation which is unpleasant. Anything that brings in war, I don't just don't like it. So it's a situation which needs to be settled, but hopefully things will be sorted. The leaders will get to a point of understanding so that they can, because whatever comes out has to be in the best interest of the locals. Because when they start fighting, it doesn't affect only the ones in the battle, but it's a huge thing which really affects the whole nations. And the war, wars just stunt any progress any country is having, the war whatsoever this country has to be having going on. So we hope everything get resolved, and we live harmoniously, as people. We need each other by all means. So that is what's happening in the travel news. Remember I told you in my last episode that normally every time the Greek summer, forget about this COVID situation which we have right now, where we don't have like our normal summers right now. Today's August. We are in August. It could be just crazy right now everywhere you're going, but still, nevertheless, the summer always brings us celebrities. Last time I told you about David Beckham, who was here, was spotted in one of the islands, and we had that Instagram guy. And this week, actually not, I think last week, J-Lo, J-Lo, yeah. Sorry, I'm saying it like J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez, this American, celebrity. She's a musician. So she was spotted in one of the Greek islands of Crete. Crete is a really huge, beautiful island, and it is said to be that she didn't want to, publicize her travel, like her presence. So she was wearing a huge hat to cover up, and she had a mask on and all kind of stuff. She was kind of disguising, but still, when you're a celebrity, you can't hide however much you want to. So it was known, and just remember, this is not the first time Jill has been to Crete. It's also the second time. So it seems that she fell in love with the place. And not only Jill, there's a lot of people visiting, and Crete has really done a good job as well as an island, in playing with in minimizing the coronavirus and that kind of stuff. It's kind of one of the safe islands around. So there you have it. So we had for Jello coming through, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot still coming up. And with the regulations now, the bars and all that kind of stuff, the bars have to close until midnight. There's a lot of fines going on here and there. But still people are finding a way to party, because I think 2 days ago, on the island of Zakynthos, it was shown most of the people, when it clocked into midnight, they went out the bars and they took the party on the beach. Yeah, man, but it's we're human beings, really. It's not easy to have the same understanding of things. So, but for me, my advice to everyone, wherever you are, is just have to be safe and make sure you don't have to be. It's your life. You got one life. You have to take care of it really by all means. You have to make a sane decision, and you need to leave. You need to leave, because you don't want to be that example of, we didn't know it could happen to such and such a person of his character, of his age. You don't want to be that person, to set that example. Be like, I didn't think that it could get to a person who is under 20 or is just 25 or something like that. You just have to be safe out there. For me, that's my message to everyone who are out there. So, oh my God, it's really, I'm not gonna make this long. It's been a beautiful episode. It's been nice stopping by. So just do what you do always. Share, download, do whatever you have to do, and like the Facebook page. It's already up. All your platforms, review anything, and you tell me. Thank you for stopping by, and peace out.